Jurickson Profar was the second best position player in the 2024 Padres in terms of BWAR, and he won a Silver Slugger award and was selected to the All-Star game for the first time in his career. At 31 years old, the former number 1 overall prospect in baseball is finally living up to expectations, but it has been a long and tough road for Profar. Profar was born in Curaçao and has represented the Dutch national team in the WBC in 3 occasions. He signed with the Texas Rangers in 2009. Scouts praise his defensive versatility and all-around game. As a switch hitter, Profar was a legitimate prospect on both sides of the plate, capable of hitting for some power with a refined approach. Scouts also like Profar's makeup and feel for the game. Profar played in the Rangers minor league system for 3 seasons, posting solid numbers while climbing all the way to AA. Profar was ranked as the 7th best prospect in baseball in 2012, and in September, at the age of 19, he was called up to the big leagues to make his debut. He started his MLB career with a bang, hitting a home run in his first at-bat. He struggled for the remaining of the season, only playing in 9 games, hitting just .176 with a 63 OPS+. By the beginning of the 2013 season, Profar was the number 1 prospect in baseball and the future of the Rangers. He started the season in the minors, and when he got called back up to the majors, he struggled, hitting just .234 with a 644 OPS. The young Profar struggled as he was trying to establish himself in the majors, and things were going to get tougher for him. He missed 2014 and 2015 due to a shoulder injury. He came back in 2016 but did not look good, posting a 660 OPS. The following year was also a bad one for Profar, with just a 501 OPS. 6 seasons after his career started, the former number 1 prospect in baseball had not become what scouts expected him to become. Profar played his last season with the Rangers in 2018. It was the first season of his career in which he played more than 100 games. It was the best season of his career in which he had posted an OPS higher than 100. Profar hit 20 home runs with a 793 OPS while playing all over the field. After the 2018 season ended, Profar was traded to the Athletics. With the A's, he played in 139 games, but his performance regressed, posting a -.01 WAR and a 91 OPS+. After the season, Profar was traded to his 3rd team, the San Diego Padres. In 2020, Profar became a very important player for the Padres. He had his best season ever, posting a 771 OPS while hitting 7 home runs in 56 games and helping the Padres make it to the postseason for the first time since 2006. After the 2020 season ended, the Padres re-signed him to a 3-year deal for $21 million. Profar struggled in 2021. His offensive numbers declined. OPS dropped by more than 130 points, and he was worth 0 wins above replacement. He bounced back in 2022, raising his OPS plus by 26 points. And after the season, he decided to use his opt-out. He signed a 1-year deal for $7.75 million with Colorado. But that decision was not good for either of the parties involved. Profar was terrible for the Rockies. He was worth a -1.7 wins above replacement. He posted a 77 OPS plus and posted a -1.5 DWAR with the Rockies. Colorado decided to release him, and he then signed a minor league deal to return to the Padres. In 14 games for the Padres, he looked much better with a 776 OPS and a 115 OPS plus. Very encouraging for Profar and the Padres. After the worst season of his career, the 14 games in his return to San Diego were the beginning of his long-anticipated breakthrough. Just before the season started, the Padres re-signed Profar to a $1 million deal for 1 year with $1.5 million in incentives, a bargain for what was to come. Profar had the best year of his career, posting a career highs in games, home run, RBI, hits, WAR, OPS, and OPS+. He was a leader in the Padres clubhouse and helped them reach the playoffs. Profar looked like a completely different hitter in 2024. 2024 was a true outlier season for Profar. He averaged 96 games per season with a 92 OPS plus and a .5 BWAR before 2024. And in 2024, he played in 158 games with a 3.7 WAR and a 134 OPS plus. He went from being a below league average hitter to a 34% better than league average hitter. Prior to the 2024 season, he had accumulated minus 10 batting runs in 6 seasons. In 2024, he had 30 batting runs and was in the 94th percentile in batting runs. Profar also posted the hardest exit velo of his career at 91.1 miles per hour, a 4 miles per hour increase compared to his career average of 86.8. His 91.1 exit velo put him in the 80th percentile in baseball. Another huge factor in Profar's breakthrough was his improvement in 4 key stats: chase percentage, whiff percentage, K percentage, and walk percentage. He posted better numbers in 2024 than his career average in those stats, and was in the 88th percentile or better for those stats. 2022 was Profar's best season prior to 2024, and even then he was not as good as he was this season. And the biggest reason was his exit velo. He managed to do more damage to the baseball in 2024, and it translated into better numbers. Profar also performed much better against off-speed pitches in 2024 than in 2023, slugging almost 300 points higher in 2024 and hitting those pitchers 3 miles per hour harder. The big contrast in performances from 2023 to 2024 can also be seen in his ability to hit against both righties and lefties. In 2024, Profar had a 823 OPS versus right-handed pitchers, and a 885 OPS versus left-handed pitchers. In 2023, he struggled a lot against right-handed pitchers, with an OPS of just 656, more than 100 points lower than his OPS against left-handed pitchers. In 2023, against right-handed pitchers, Profar struggled a lot against pitches high and inside and low and outside. In 2024, he was much better against those pitches, slugging much better and doing more damage. Profar had become a complete bust, another former number 1 overall prospect that had become irrelevant. On April, after a game between the Padres and the Dodgers, the benches cleared after Profar was almost hit by a high and tight fastball. After the game, Will Smith was asked if the pitch was intentional, and he responded by saying Profar was irrelevant, and that there was no reason to throw at him. And to be honest, he was right. Before 2024, Profar was irrelevant. With the team loaded with superstar players like Machado and Tatis, Profar was an afterthought. But now, looking back at the season, Profar was instrumental in the Padres' 2024 run. And even in the postseason, he was a very important player for the Padres. While his offense was not good, his defense was good, stealing a potential home run in Game 2 and getting into the Dodger fans' heads. Profar made $2.5 million in 2024, while producing 3.7 wins above replacement, $675,000 per win. To give some perspective, the Yankees paid $3.7 million to Aaron Judge per win above replacement. I'm not saying Profar was more valuable than Aaron Judge. The comparison is to show how cheap Profar's production was in 2024. 2025 will be a huge year for Profar. He must show that 2024 was not a fluke and that he is a quality player. A player that can make a difference, and there is no reason to believe he will regress in 2025. Profar's 282 expected batting average is almost identical to his 280 batting average. Same with his slugging and his expected slugging. There is not a big difference between Profar's actual stats and his expected stats, which means that he did not get lucky, he earned his stats. Profar will be entering his age 32 season, so he is still in the prime of his career. Profar is now a free agent, and with his performance in 2024, he is considered one of the top 25 free agents available in the market. And he will garner a lot of interest from contending teams like the Giants and Phillies. He showed that he is a capable player and he will get paid as one. The favorites to sign him are the Padres. They need his production if they want to compete in the NL West. I think he could also be a great fit on the Phillies or the Blue Jays. With the Phillies, he could offer some depth and leadership to the lineup, along with defensive versatility. And with the Blue Jays, he could become the veteran leader that solidifies the lineup and the club. But if I had to bet on where he lands, I would say that he goes back to the Padres, a team that needs him and a place where he is very comfortable. With the Dodgers winning in 2024 and spending big in free agency, the Padres need Profar and every other player to contribute in 2025 if they want to challenge the Dodgers and finally bring a championship to San Diego. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe. See you next time.